Umikli yung mic, no? Sige, pakilala lang ako. Mukha pala si Brother Zoff. I'll be your orientation speaker for the night. And meron bang YFC dito? Youth for Christ? Ay, thank you. Meron? Ay, meron. Praise God. Sige, CLP is a... Uy, salamat. Okay na yan. CLP kasi is an entry point. No? So, parang pag sumasali ng mga fraternity, merong mga hazing. No? Dito naman wala. Wala namang hazing dito. Pero meron kaming tinatawag na CLP, no? It's a Christian Life Program. And tonight is basically is not yet the start. Yan. So, next week pa talaga ang start. So, may mag-orient lang ako. So, pakilala ulit ako. I started not in Singles for Christ. I started way back pa as Youth for Christ. So, bata pa lang ako, parents ko kasi Couples for Christ. Meron ba ritong parents Couples for Christ? Yan. Ako, parents ko kasi Couples for Christ. As nung high school ako, medyo malaki yung problema ko. Pero dati, hindi ko alam na may problema ako. So, malaki ang problema sa akin ng magulang ko. Hindi ko lang alam kung nakaka-relate ang mga sisters. Sana allow us to call you brothers and sisters, because we believe that we are brothers and sisters in Christ. No? Nung high school ako, hindi ako nag-aaral. Yan. Pero pumapasok ako. Kasi kailangan ko ng bakon. So, kailangan kong pumasok. Pero hindi ako nag-aaral. So, pupunta lang ako doon para pumasok. Tapos nangongopya. The works. Nangongopya, tapos kailangan bulbulan. Tapos pag-uwi sa bahay. By the way, nakatira ako sa Project 4. Diyan, pag-uwi ko sa bahay, wala akong ginagawa kundi barkada lang. Barkada, tapos basketball, tapos fraternity, tapos bisyo. Yan. So, high school ako, I started out smoking. Yung mga barkada ko, nag-start ng mag-drugs. Ako, nag-start ako mag-marijuana. Na-try ko. Yung mga barkada ko, nag-shashabu. Parating na sana ako doon eh. Tapos, pag nagba-basketball kami, would you believe, brothers, hindi kami natatalo sa basketball. Kasi pag matatalo na kami, pagsuntukan na kami. Kasi may gustahan. Ang uso dati noon, Pop-Cola. Ayan, kaya RC. Ngayon yung gustahan. Pag wala na talaga yung kalaban namin, ice tubig. Yung pala kung nakaka-relate yung mga sisters, no? Pero pag malapit na kami matalo, makipagsuntukan na kami. So, I don't know how you would imagine my life. Pero dati, akala ko yung buhay ko masaya. Meron pala akong talent dati. I can jump from second floor to ground floor. Ayan. Bakit? Kasi, yung mga barkada ko, sumisipol yan around 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock a.m. Pag sumipol na yan, ibig sabihin, inuman yan. Pero almost everyday yun, yung sipol na yun. So, pag ako bumaba naman ng bahay, binuksan ko yung pinto, meron kasi kaming isa pang lock, yung hindi lock ng doorknob. Ibig sabihin, pag lumabas ako, hindi ko na malalock yun. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, merong galing loob na lumabas. So, para nakalock pa rin siya, ang ginagawa ko, from my bintana, tumatalon ako. Yan. Tapos buti na lang yung tita ko, nagtitinda sa palengke, dyan sa Project 4 Market. So, 5 a.m., aalis na siya, i-unlock niya na yung yung isang lock, tapos yung pinto, bubuksan niya, tapos i-lock niya na lang yung doorknob. So ako, pagkatas ng mga 5:30, lasing-lasing na ako noon, magbubukas lang ako ng ID, susunodin ko yung pintuan, makakapasok na ako. Yan. Dumating ako sa time na natapos yung inuman namin ng 6, kailangan pumasok ng 7. So dire-diretso na ako ng school. Walang ligo, inom. Mas feeling ko dati astig yung buhay ko. But my parents see it otherwise. Sabi ng parents ko, Zoff, mag-youth for Christ ka. Sabi ko, patay tayo dyan. Okay yan. Mga praise the Lord hindi bagay sa akin yun. Tapos sabi niya, pag hindi ka nag-youth for Christ, wala kang baon. Sabi ko, patay ang yosi ko. Sige, youth for Christ na lang ako. Kaysa wala akong baon, di ba? Baka mawala yung bisyo ko. So, it was my entry point to this community. And I thank God for my parents. I thank God for this community. It made me change a lot for the better. And dami nangyari sa akin. It was not an instantaneous change. It took me around 2 years para mawala yung pag-yoyosi, yung pangungopia. Hirap pa lang tanggalin yung pangungopia, no? Lalo na kung it has become your way of life. No, way of life ko yun nung high school ako eh. Hindi ako mag-survive pag hindi ako mangopia. Nung college ako, ang tinanggal ko is yung nagpapakopia naman ako dati. So ang hirap din, tanggalin yun. So ang dami kong tinanggal sa sistema ko, unti-unti na bago ako. This community has changed me so much. Sobra akong nagpapasalamat dito. Nakapunta ako sa maraming lugar. Ayan. And these people are witnesses of being able to come to different places. And simultaneously being able to eat different food. Ayan, sobrang sarap pala pag nakakapunta ka nakapag-travel ka, no, nakakakain ka rin ng iba't ibang pagkain. Sino na rito nakakain ng lapas baksoy? Wala pa? Oo, kayo? Hindi ba kayo nakakain ng lapas baksoy? You know Lapas? Lapas is a place in Iloilo. I was there. I was in Iloilo. We had a conference in Youth for Christ. Nakatungtong mismo ako sa Lapas. Kumain ako ng batchoy doon. Kaya sure ako, yung kinain ko, Lapas batchoy. Ayan. Before, malalaman niyo yung age ko no? Before, hindi pa uso ang inasal. Ang chicken inasal. Mind you, sa Manila, sobrang pag tinatanong ko sila, wala pang nakakain ng chicken inasal. During that time, nakakain ako sa Bacolod mismo. Okay, inasal means inihaw, no? In Bacolod. So, chicken inasal is inihaw na manok. Tapos talagang yan yung may mga yellow sauce, grabe, sobrang sarap. Nakakain mismo ako lang sa Bacolod. Sobrang sarap, no? Sobrang sarap. Kaya I know it will get big in Manila pag dumating yan dito. And true enough, it get big talaga. Nakakain naman na siguro kayo ng chicken inasal. No? Bakit naman kung hindi pa rin, brother, hindi pa rin. Nakapunta ako ng Bacolod yun. There was a time na sobra akong na-addict sa Youth for Christ. Pinapadala na ako ng mission. Pumunta kami ng probinsya, nagbibigay na ako ng talk. Talagang, trip ko talaga magbigay ng talk. Isa sa mga hilig ko, magbigay ng talk. Tapos nakapunta ako sa isang lugar, 1 month. May 1 month akong nawala. No? College pa lang ako nun, 1 month akong nawala. Pumunta ako ng mga probinsya. One of the beautiful provinces that I went is in Aurora. Meron bang taga-Aurora dito? Wala. You will find in Aurora the tallest tree in the Philippines. Ayan. Meron ba tayong 70 dito? Brother Enzo, wala. Kulang, no? Kailangan ng 70 na tao na maghawak-hawak ng kamay para mapalibutan siya. Just imagine how big it is. The tallest tree in the Philippines is the 3rd largest tree in Asia. Nasa siya? Nasa Aurora. Nasa kabilang bayan ka pa lang, nakikita mo na siya. I was able to touch it. I was able to climb it. And believe you me, yung puno na yon, may mga ibang punong tumutubo sa kanya. Ganun siya kalaki. It's a balete tree. It's a balete tree. Shrine na actually siya doon sa lugar na yun. Dami ko na rin na-meet ng mga politicians. Ine-entertain kami. Nagkakaroon kami ng courtesy call. First time ko mag-mission pala sa Aklan. Ayan. I was high school then. The following year, after ko mag-youth camp, I was high school. 14 kami, 10 days. Pumunta kami ng Aklan. Nagbigay kami ng mga recollection. Hindi pa ako nagtutok, no? Tagahawak lang ako ng Manila paper. Wala. Hindi pa kasi uso yung LCD project. Tagahawak lang ako ng Manila paper. Yung music ministry sila yung tuturo kasi wala akong alam. Hindi naman ako before marunong mag-gitara. Lalong-lalong hindi ako marunong kumanta. So, ako papel ko lang, taga-ayos ang upuan, tsaka taga-hawak ng Manila paper. Ayan. Tapos sobrang natuwa yung mayor ng Aklan. By the way, before then, yung mayor doon is Couples for Christ. Yung buong team namin, nilibre kami sa Boracay. Sabi ko, sarap pala mag-mission. So every year na nag-mission ako. Ayan. Nakakain na din ako ng, nakapunta na rin ako, nakakain ako ng Pansit Kabagan. Nakakain na kayo nun? Alam niyo ba yan? Pansit Kabagan? Hindi. Kabagan is a place in Isabela. Okay? In Isabela, there's a town called Kabagan. Sobrang sarap ng pansit nila. They call it Pansit Kabagan. Ano ba mga pinagkakain nyo? Parang wala pa akong binabanggit ng LMPC, yung mga kinakain nyo, no? Lagi ni pansit na to. Yun yung mga kinakain nyo. Dito talaga pag when you travel, talagang yung mga couples for Christ, talagang papakainin ka. Dito talagang marami nagpapakain dito sa community na to eh. Nakakain na nga ako ng dinuguan na may papayed. Sa Bulacan. Nag-talk ako sa Bulacan, yung pinakain sa akin, alanganin mo magreklamo ko, di ba? Sabi ko, tita, ano po to? Papaya. Talaga? Kain ako ng papaya sa dinuguan. Ang dami ko napuntahan. One of my unforgettable experience is to give a talk in Muntinlupa, Bilibid Prison. Sino na nakapasok ng Bilibid? Wala pa? Nakapasok na? Ayan. Bro, nakapasok na? Munti? Hindi ba? Ibang Bilibid. Ayan. Nakapasok na ako sa Bilibid, pero it's a medium security. Okay? Tapos meron doon nagsi-CAP tulad nyo. Sila yung mga palayana, lalaya na sila, pero sabi ng head doon, couples for Christ yung head doon. Bago kayo lumaya, mag-CLP kayo. Kasi invite ako mag-talk doon. Konti lang yung participants doon. 140. Hindi, talagang sa preso mismo ako nag-talk. Talagang medyo kakabahan ka pag nagtutok ka. Pinakain ako doon ng pagkain ng mga preso. Ayan. Number 1 food nila doon is munggo. Ayan. Mga kaldero doon, maliliit lang yung mga ganyan talaga. Tapos kung nakahalo sila na ganyan, tapos maglalagay ng asin. Tapos kain na. Ano yung mga kinakain doon? Nakakatuwa. Tapos, the following month, nakakatuwa, nagbigay ako ng talk sa PNPA. Kanlubang. Mga pulis, ka-age ninyo, 20, 21 years old, may tsapa na, may baril na, may sweldo na. Bago sila ma-out sa field, pinag-CLP sila. Bakit? Kasi yung head sa PNPA, Couples for Christ din. Sabi nila, mayroon tayong spiritual program, tinawag yung Singles for Christ. Ayan, nakapagbigay. Actually, itong mga to, active to eh. Tama ba? Nakapagbigay sila ng, from time to time, nakaka-attend sila sa PNPA sa kanila. Rehab. Sino nakapasok ng rehab? Hindi pa kayo nare-rehab? Di ba? Kaya ba nakakapasok ng rehab? Nakapasok na rin ako ng rehab. Ayan. Yung mga nag-rehab, it will take them 6 months ba at least para ma-rehabilitate yung katawan nila. Nag-talk na din ako doon, yung mga palaya na mga mag-rehab. Ayun. Konti lang sila. Mga 140 din. Pero tumayin yung mga babae ha, na nagpapa-rehab. Pero mas konti, syempre, mas konti sila. Nakakatuwa itong syempre, of course, after YMC, I went to SNC. And in Singles for Christ, there I found a GG. And you will always hear the word GG. Pakilit nga? GG. Nakasan nyo? GG. Ayan. Ang ibig sabihin, bakit yung service di mo malakas? Hindi participants ang kausap ko. Participants, sabihin nyo nga GG. Ayan. Ano ibig sabihin ng GG? Okay. For the Singles for Christ, we call it as the God's gift. Yeah. Kung sining tinadhana sa inyo ni God, hindi yung GG. For the others, hindi siya guni-guni. Hindi rin siya galumbong. Ayan. O kaya bumbong. God's gift. Okay. In Singles for Christ, I found my GG. And now she's my wife. Tayo ka naman. Amiraman siya tumaya kasi dala niya namin na. So, ngayon nasa CFC na kami. So baka naman pansin nyo, I'm wearing a wedding ring. So from YFC to SFC, and now we are in CFC, but we're serving in Singles for Christ. No? Although taga rito ko, may service in Santo Domingo. Alam niyo yung Santo Domingo Church? Ayan. Yung mga Singles for Christ doon, ayan, ako yung head doon sa Santo Domingo, sa Christ the King, sa Passion 7, San Pedro Bautista, sa may San Francisco del Monte, sa Fatima, sa may bandang Welcome. Yung mga churches na mayroong mga Singles for Christ. Singles for Christ is not only here in Cubao, but also in Metro Manila, but also in the Philippines and internationally. So, and everybody started with CLP. For me and for the others, started in YFC. Unless meron ditong galing KFC. Meron ba? It's for Christ. Nag-Youth for Christ na may Singles for Christ. No? And nakakatuwa tong this community. And it's changed my life. Pagtatanungin yung mga high school friends ko, they wouldn't believe na nakagraduate ako ng college. They wouldn't believe. And they wouldn't believe, nasabi ko ba yung profession ko? I'm a teacher. Tuturo ako. Eh, tanong nyo kung ano. Tanong nyo kung ano. Kailangan lahat kayo. Tanong nyo kung ano.
Ano?
Values education. Dating adik no? Tapos ngayon tuturo ng values education. They wouldn't believe that. But I found God in this community, and this is a gift. You know, this community has blessed me so much, has blessed our family so much. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm a speaker, but I speak before you not as a perfect person. This community is not perfect. This is an imperfect community. We are all sinners here, but we believe that this is an imperfect community clinging on the perfect love of Christ. So, nakakatulong. This community has helped us so much. Lalo na kami ng asawa ko, marami kaming struggles as husband and wife. And mayroong mga young couples sa CFC na tumutulong sa amin. Nung singles ako, marami rin mga older singles for Christ na tumulong sa akin. Tinuruan ako kung paano i-handle ang pera. Dati kasi, pag gusto ko mag-Jollibee, gusto ko mag-McDo, anytime. Gastos lang. Pag may bagong sine, nood lang ako ng nood. After how many years ko rin trabaho, wala akong savings. Kawawa naman ako. And they helped me to be financially wise. Of course, emotionally, no, yung emotions talagang we need to control this. Talagang may mga topics dito, how to the Christian and his emotions. Ano pa ba? Yung mga dami namin na tunan dito. So, tonight, most probably there is one lingering question sa inyong participants. No? Why do I need to attend the CLP? No? Yun yung malamang na tanong ninyo, kailangan ba talaga? Is it worth my time? Remember, sobrang kami papasalamat na you took time here. You took time and effort, no? And resources. Baka namasahe kayo, may sasakyan kayo na gastahan yung gasting nyo. Kung pumalapit kayo, naglakad kayo. Nasayang yung tugtog ng swelas nyo. We appreciate your time of coming here. But we would like to clarify with you that is it worth it na ipagpatuloy nyo yung pag-attend ng CLP next week and in the weeks to come. Okay? So, we will get to know the answer in the Bible. Okay? Ano ba ang objectives ng CLP? The objectives of the CLP is the same objective na meron si Jesus Christ sa Luke chapter 4, verses 16 to 21. Okay? Ngayon, wala kayong dalang Bible. O baka mamaya may dalang mga cellphone. Check nyo. Luke chapter 4, verses 16 to 21. Anong nangyari nung time na yon? Nung time na yon, si Jesus Christ nasa synagogue. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin ng synagogue? Dati ang synagogue para siyang chapel. Okay? Nasa isang siyang chapel. Iisa lang naman kasi ang temple nila. No? Isa lang ang temple nila, nasa Jerusalem. Si Jesus Christ nasa Nazareth. Okay? Nazareth is a poor town. Okay? Mahihirap. Parang kung ngayon, para siyang punto. Okay? Tapos sa mga Nazareth, may mga accent yan para silang probinsyano, discriminated yan. So meron din silang maliit na chapel doon, tawag doon synagogue. And every time they have their Sunday worship, they call it Sabbath, no? Meron silang tinatawag na isang lalaki na magbabasa. During that time, si Jesus Christ yung naka-assign na magbasa. So kumuha siya, syempre wala silang Bible din. Meron silang mga scroll. So kumuha siya ng scroll. Ang scroll na nakuha niya is scroll ni Isaiah. Okay? So binasa niya yung nakasulat sa scroll. Ang nakasulat sa scroll, I came here, sabi ni Isaiah, I came here to bring glad tidings to the poor, to set the captives free, to let the blind see, and free those who are in bondages, and to proclaim a year acceptable to the Lord. So yun yung sinabi ni Isaiah. Tapos nung habang binabasa ni Jesus Christ, sabi ni Jesus Christ, brothers and sisters, today, what you hear is fulfilled. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Sabi ni Jesus Christ, yung apat na yon, yun yung mission ko. Sinabi ni Jesus Christ. May apat na mission si Jesus Christ. And the CFP also has the same 4 mission. Okay? So, ano yung apat ulit? To bring glad tidings to the poor, to set the captives free, to let the blind see, and to free those who are in bondages. So, baka sabihin nyo, Brother Joff, mukhang hindi para sa akin ng CLP. Kasi hindi naman ako, wala naman ako sa apat na yun. Hindi naman ako poor. Ano ba rito? Wala naman siguro poor dito. Hindi naman siguro kayo captives, preso. Hindi naman. Hindi naman kayo blind. Hindi rin kayo bondage. Yung bondage before yung may mga bakal dito na may malalaking bola sa yung may mga slaves, no? Hindi naman kayo ganon. So, sabihin nyo, Brother Job, hindi para sa amin yung CLP. Literally speaking, that's correct. Pero, Jesus Christ was talking more of it. Okay? What is the interpretation of those 4 types of people? Baka kasi mamaya, you might belong to one of them, to 2 of them, to 3 of them, or 4 of them, or all of them, no? To start with the poor. When you speak about the poor, we're not talking about the materially poor. We are talking about the spiritually poor. Maraming tao ngayon ang spiritually poor. They are financially wealthy. May kotse yan, may bahay yan. Okay? Nakakain sa Vikings yan. May mga magagandang home stereo sila sa bahay. Okay, they go to travel, but they do not have God in their life. They don't have anything that's connected with spirituality. They are spiritually poor. Ito yung mga tao na sisimbang siguro paminsan-minsan, tapos okay na. That's their brand of spirituality. Okay? And these are the people that Jesus came for those who are not yet spiritually rich. So He came for this. The CLP is for this. For those who believe that they would want to become spiritually rich. Then the CLP is for you. If you would say na, Brother Shaw, feeling ko spiritually kailangan ko pa ng additional nourishment, then the CLP is for you. Paano naman yung mga captives, no, yung mga preso? What do we mean by prisoners? Hindi siya yung physical na prisoner. These are prisons of illicit relationships. Okay? You are prisoners of your greed. You are prisoners of some of your vices. Okay? So nakakulong ka, hindi ka makawala. No? There are many people right now who are into this illicit relationships. Kasi usong-uso na eh.
okay na. Kasi hindi makaalis. Okay, lalo na yung vices. Why? Because vices are addictive by its nature. Very addictive yan. Whatever vices that you would want, let's say smoking, drinking, addiction to sex, to drugs, addiction to so many things. You know? They're trying to find, to deaden their pain. So meron silang pain na nararamdaman, they try to use the addiction to heal their pain. But Jesus Christ came here on earth to heal these things, to free us from these bondages. Okay? Merong paraan si Jesus Christ. And we will get to know this. If there are things that is imprisoning you, then the CLP is for you. Third is blind. Okay? When we speak about blindness, we're talking about not of the physical blindness, but we can be blinded by prejudices. We can be blinded by wrong moral interpretation. We can be blinded by ideologies. Baka mamaya meron na tayong pinaniniwalaan na hindi na aligned sa Catholic Church. Because the Catholic Church doesn't have any more hold of you. Baka mamaya may marinig ka lang, ay oo nga no, bakit kaya yung mga Katoliko ganyan. And these people, pwede silang naniniwala sa mga political ideologies, naniniwala sila sa mga theories ng mga tao, yung mga bagong psychological concepts that are against the faith. So these people would rather believe on them rather than believe on the Bible. So if there are notions about it, then the CLP is for you to clarify these things, to know more of your faith, to know more of Christianity. If you would like to do that, then the CLP is for you. And lastly is yung bondages. Okay, mga bondages natin. So there are people who are slaves probably to their work. Okay, slaves sila ng kanilang boyfriend or girlfriend. Or slaves sila ng wrong principles about sa family. Yung mga ganyan, mga kaso na they appear happy, they appear successful, pero maraming brokenness pagdating sa bahay. Marami, o kaya up front, medyo okay, pero slave sila sa work.